try, no matter when, no matter how hard you work, I'll always be a step ahead of you for one simple reason. I own you.
Sparky said he knew what this rivalry was all about, and tonight he witnessed it firsthand, and it was not a pleasant experience.
63-17 Clemson. They had their highest scoring first half, 35 points. They didn't stop this, not even close.
Going into the Sarcona week is just, something I told Swinney that I never want to lose to those guys. I want to be that quarterback that win all 4 years.
More than bragging rights in the state of South Carolina at stake tonight. A potential playoff spot on the line for Clemson as the Tigers welcome the Gamecocks to Death Valley. The most exciting 25 seconds in college football as they uncage the Tigers for the run down the hill, getting ready to face their rival. As the players take the field, we welcome you to the booth. Dave Pasch alongside Greg McElroy. Tom Luganville will join us in a minute. Well, Deshaun Watson's a true junior, Greg, but this will be his final home game. And as you know from winning a national championship at Alabama, when you're the quarterback and you're trying to win a title, all eyes are on you.
The good thing is, the bigger the moment, the better Deshaun Watson seems to play. You think about the national championship game last year against Alabama, one of the best performances we've seen from a collegiate quarterback in some time.
Tempers flare in pregame, pushing and shoving, leading into this rivalry game. Play clock down at 2. Bentley on 3rd and long, lets it fly. It's tipped and dropped. O'Daniel couldn't hang on for the interception, but South Carolina is going to punt the ball.
Bentley understands how good this pass rush is. Have some guys in his lap, delivers a ball that's a little bit too high.
And it's going to be the tailback Wayne Gallman on 1st down. And a big run to start the game. They finally rattle him up at the 47. But he's back healthy now. Watson, and that run pass option dumps it off. Artavis Scott near the 20. Gamecocks take over on their 22. Jake Bentley off a play fake, lobbing it for his tight end, and it's picked off at the 47-yard line by Jadar Johnson. That is the 5th interception for Johnson this year.
Just a poor decision from the freshman quarterback. He did have Hayden Hurst running down the numbers, but he has to account for the safety that's deep and over the top. He overshoots Hurst just ever so slightly.
Clemson starts in South Carolina territory. Here is Gallman with a big running lane.
As the games grow more important.
Play fake here. Watson taking a shot, going for Williams. Williams comes down with it. An incredible catch. Touchdown, Clemson.
Jamarcus King get the ball, but since he didn't want, you can load. Just an incredible individual effort by Mike Williams. He's a big boy. 6'3", 225 pounds with a whole lot of vertical. Not many corners can defend that.
And Jamarcus King, the corner who was defending, is 6'2". Williams, who is a true junior, but he's playing his final game as well, going to the NFL. That's his 8th touchdown catch of the season. It was a spectacular grab to get the Tigers on the board first here in Death Valley. Here's a shovel pass, and Clemson's all over it. Hayden Hurst wrapped up and thrown down by true freshman Dexter Lawrence, who is going to be a good one.
Brent Venables, the defensive coordinator, they figured out how to stop that one.
Bentley hit as he throws, and the pass overshot. Try to hit Dabo Samuel. Leland Farrell was in the backfield for the Tigers, and it'll be another punt for South Carolina. Watson already a touchdown pass, and now here's a pitch to Scott on the end around, and he's free. Past the 40-yard line, and finally run out of play. Goldman has the first down to the 35-yard line. So that was a first down play, picking up about 7 on the 35-yard line of South Carolina. Gamecocks bring pressure. Watson hits Williams, able to hang on to it. First down to the 30-yard line. Fourth down and inches on the 20-yard line, and Goldman powers, and it looks like forward progress will give him the first down at the 19.
Carry his body over the sticks.
Watson off play action. Hits Williams inside the 5. Williams carries defenders into the end zone. Touchdown! That is a grown man. After contact inside the 5. 100 touchdown for Deshaun Watson. Second one tonight for Mike Williams. Meanwhile, South Carolina just needs a first down. And they try to run the ball here. It's just the second run play they've called, and Rico Dowdle is grabbed by Lawrence and Farrell and gets a yard.
Playing their final game here in Death Valley.
And how about this? A fake, and back to throw is Hayden Hurst. Now he takes off to run, and he's not going to get it. Clemson was all over Hurst. Chad Smith there for the Tigers.
All the time, number 43, Chad Smith.
Tigers run the ball again. Room for Fuller. He's inside the 15 down to the 13. Picked up 15 yards there. As they're giving Gallman a breather, and Fuller's getting the carries. Here's Watson on 3rd and long to the end zone. Wide open is Leggett. The easiest touchdown pass of Deshaun Watson's career. It's 20-0. Watson might be right. That might put the Gamecocks to sleep. A 3-touchdown advantage with 2 minutes to go here in the first.
I think Deshaun Watson likes playing against South Carolina. He understands the magnitude of this game, and he has come out ready to play.
Well, what do you want me to do, bro?
Well, this is one of the great scenes in college football, especially at night. In a rivalry game.
Can't seem to find any open receivers and having a tough time running the football against a very stout Clemson front.
Clemson coming after him, and down he goes. Smoked back at the 5-yard line by Ben Boulware. Think the Tigers are fired up? Think they know what's at stake? Win 2 and you're in.
He's got to understand, Jake Bentley, that there are times where a defense is bringing more than you can block. For 75% of his throws, he's unbelievable.
Watson hits Artavis Scott, has blockers, and is past the 40.
Having a tough time dealing with some of this tempo.
Gallman finds a running lane. Cuts it back and is inside the 45 of South Carolina for another first down. 13 yards for Gallman. They try to sweep it to the right. Clemson all over it. It's Boulware making the hit on Turner for a loss on the play. They give it to Turner again on 2nd down. He gets leveled. Jalen Williams, 3rd and 6 here for Jake Bentley. Has time, and now the pass high and incomplete. Pressure from Christian Wilkins again on Bentley, and South Carolina will have to punt. Samuel was the intended receiver.
Just goes to show you how difficult it is to play against these four guys up front.
Clemson and Virginia Tech. Here's Watson on second down. Finds Leggett. And Jordan Leggett, the outstanding tight end, is to the 31, picking up 16 yards. And the Clemson Tigers. South Carolina, though, starts on its 11-yard line. Bentley rolling left. Pass deflected. Again, incomplete. It was Cleveland Farrell. They have tipped a handful of passes at the line of scrimmage so far.
That's the fourth tipped ball for Bentley.
Looks like children against grown men. South Carolina trying to block this front four for Clemson. Bentley has no time to throw. Quick passing game, and the Tigers all over Samuel. Turner hit in the backfield and pummeled. Carlos Watkins greets him in the backfield. Another tackle for a loss for that Clemson front. Clemson blitzing. Bentley gets screened, but somehow broke the initial tackle. He still gets sacked by 3 Tigers. Dexter Lawrence gets into the ground. Austin Bryant in the backfield as well. And again, Bentley just had no shot.
So much pressure, so aggressive. Just bringing 3 right here. There's just nothing you can do.
Scott off the middle with running room. Breaks a tackle.
South Carolina gets a little momentum. Clemson takes it right back with a stop and a nice return.
2 wins for the Tigers, and you would think they're in the college football playoff. They got the ACC title game against Virginia Tech next week, and they get the first down easily here on the handoff to McLeod. So first and goal for Clemson. Here's Watson pitching it. Goldman inside the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Beautifully executed speed option. Allen-Williams commits to Deshaun Watson. He gets it out on the perimeter to Gallman, and with the full head of steam, Gallman refuses to be denied as he falls into the end zone.
As Bentley takes off here on first down, stays in bounds, and boy, he took a shot from Ben Boulware. Toss out on the flat to Scott, and he's trying to get out of bounds.
Try to steal some points before the half.
And against a rival, you know they're not going to let up. Watson down the sideline, and it's caught by Leggett. And Leggett wrapped up at the 41 of South Carolina, and Clemson in business with 30 seconds left.
Leggett just climbs the ladder.
Leggett, one of 3 finalists for the Mackey Award, best tight end. Watson on the money to Williams. They're picking apart this South Carolina defense. In just 23 seconds, they move from their 20 to South Carolina's 22.
Tremendous tempo.
On 3rd and 4. Watson fires complete. Williams is free in the middle of the field. Williams to the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of the first half. And perhaps the Heisman race is on. What looked like a slam dunk a couple weeks ago with Lamar Jackson of Louisville. Perhaps others are getting back into the thick of things, including the Clemson quarterback. 4 touchdowns in the first half for Deshaun Watson, 32 on the season. And it is a first half thrashing, 35-0 Clemson. Here's Samuel reversing field and brought down to the 26-yard line, and that ends the first half. A first half completely dominated by Deshaun Watson in his final home game. 4 touchdown passes for Watson. Clemson 35-0 over South Carolina. Could be a lot worse than 35-0, but man, Watson was awesome in that first half.
Incredible, and he's done this every single opportunity that he's had against the South Carolina Gamecocks. 18 of 24, 251 yards, 4 touchdowns, throwing the ball vertically, extremely accurate. great decision making. If there's been an open wide receiver running wearing an orange jersey, he's found them.
Can match up with any offense in college football. Here's a pitch to McLeod on the end around, and he's got the first down. Wayne Gallman getting the carry. There's Watson out there just sticking his rear end out to get a block. And Gallman around the right edge is inside the 30-yard line. Watson did enough to help spring his tailback for a big run.
Another thing that you need to win a national championship, you have to be balanced offensively. This Clemson team running the football tonight, talked to a couple of Division I coaches that have played against Clemson. They expect him to get a heavy dose as the season continues.
Watson, another perfect pass. Touchdown, C.J. Fuller. Oh, Watson almost make that Deion Kane almost hurt himself in the celebration. But look at this throw.
Gorgeous throw. Absolutely gorgeous. You're taught when you're throwing to running backs, you have to be perfect because more often than not, they're not the most natural pass catchers. Deshaun Watson made it about as easy as he possibly could on C.J. Fuller, who secured Watson's 5th touchdown pass tonight.
It is 42-0 as Deshaun Watson now has 33 passing touchdowns in the season. C.J. Fuller had 3 catches for 1 net yard coming into tonight, and the Tigers are pounding their rivals.
Everybody, good job! Let's get it!
Here's Samuel out in space. Another run play on 2nd down, and Fuller gets the first down. Watson with a ton of time. Receiver comes free. It's Kane getting the first down to the 30-yard line. They're right at 500 yards as a team. They pick up 34 there.
5:02 to be exact, my friend. Great anticipation and just a perfect throw.
But it's 1st and 25 on the South Carolina 45-yard line. He whips it out to McLeod past the 40-yard line. McLeod gets the first down. Watson with another strike. Kane on the catch to the 14-yard line. 13-yard pickup. Another first down. Watson is well over 300 yards. In his last home game, he threw for over 600 yards.
But they seem to respond to adversity extremely well.
13th play of the drive. It's Scott. Banged out of bounds, but close to a first down. You can make the argument this has been their most complete performance of the year. Watson throwing a fade, jump ball, touchdown. Artavis Scott. Another flag is down. What were they going to get here? They got Kane for offensive pass interference. Pass interference over the
Number 3 defense. Penalties decline. Touchdown.
So there is touchdown number 5 for Watson. Scott, who is playing his final home game with a touchdown catch. 6th touchdown pass for Watson, excuse me.
Just fighting for the football. Contact on both sides. They called pass interference on Lamb, but that really could have gone either way. That's just fighting for it, wanting it more than the defender.
It is 49-7 Clemson. 6 touchdown passes for Deshaun Watson. Going to get upset. As boy, McElwain absolutely got smoked, but that pass was right there. Samuel couldn't call it in part because of the defense from Marcus Edmond.
Look at the pressure. It's just relentless. Even when you don't have the starters in, Albert Huggins there, looking to determine between the two, could give Clemson the boost over Ohio State.
McElwain has the ball stripped, and Boulware wanted to pick it up and score. Instead, Dowdle's got it, and he's finally shoved out of bounds. Boulware hacked it out of McElwain's arm, and his eyes got big. He saw pay dirt, a touchdown in the rivalry game. He just couldn't pick up the ball.
So difficult when the ball's just sitting there. Look at the pressure. So many people came in with unbelievable expectations for that young man this season, statistically and what they've done offensively. But he belongs, I think, on everyone's ballot. Given his body of work, his leadership qualities, and how in the biggest moments he seems to provide us with the biggest plays of the season.
If you're studying Deshaun Watson, you don't think he's in the top 2 or 3 for the Heisman Trophy, you're not watching college football.
How about true freshman Tavian Feaster moving the sticks? We showed you those numbers, and you almost had to do a double take. He has as many touchdowns as he has incompletions in this game. In Clemson-South Carolina, this SEC-ACC matchup, it has been all Tigers. Deshaun Watson early and often, he ties his career high and the ACC record with 6 passing touchdowns. 3 of them in the first half to star wide receiver Mike Williams. Both players playing their final home games, but obviously they have bigger things on their mind, and that's getting back to the national championship game and win the ACC championship against Virginia Tech. McElwain on 4th down. Can't throw that pass. Never had a chance to get to the sticks. And they turn it over on down. Mark Fields, good coverage there.
I know who Ohio State's rival is.
Tyshawn Jai just moving the pile. Had a fistful of one of the defenders. Wow. Meanwhile, Clemson 68-42-4 now in the series. This will be the first time in over a decade that they've won 3 straight in the series against South Carolina. Charlie Whitehurst won 4 in a row as the Clemson quarterback. Deshaun Watson, who is back in the game. Wayne Gallman is back in the game as well for this 3rd down and 7. So is Mike Williams. You got the juniors who are playing their final home game.
It's standing ovation. Young men have meant so much for this program. Put them squarely in the national spotlight.
When's the last time you've seen that, Greg, where you call a timeout, put the guys back on the field, get the ovation, call another timeout, and take them out of the game?
I love it. Because Dabo Swinney understands what those individuals meant to not only this program, but to every single person wearing purple and orange here in Death Valley. Brought a lot of happiness to a lot of people here. And I think it's really special that he was willing to give them that tribute, put them on the field one more time here in Death Valley as they led up to the Palmetto Bowl.
Huesler taking off on 4th down, trying to keep his balance. And he's got the 1st down. That turned around their season in 2011. And this is their 6th straight double-digit win season. Bryant trying to get in. Shoved out of bounds at the 1. Big hit by Jonathan Wolf.
They continue to bring in top-flight recruits. No longer is Clemson limited just to the Southeast. They can go all over the country now and pitch their product because of the performances that they've had in the national spotlight. This has become a national brand. They're going to continue for the foreseeable future.
Bryant to the end zone. Touchdown. 55 points for Clemson against its rival.
Been a great performance for the Clemson Tigers tonight.
Clemson had to call a timeout there. They didn't have the right personnel on the field for the extra point.
See Seth Ryan, Rex Ryan's son, Rob Ryan's nephew.
outside. Number 94 defense made contact. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
By the way, Carlos Watkins was the man offside. Interesting that he was in the game that time. They had all the seniors back out. They did the same thing with them that they did with the offense. But so did he go offside on purpose there?
I think so.
More flags fly.
I think he jumped off sides on purpose.
That's probably why Dabo was mad that they took the last
Substitution
timeout.
infraction, 12 minutes of formation, defense.
He was mad they
5-yard
called
penalty
timeout
results in
before because I
first
think he
down.
wanted to use that timeout there so that he didn't have to have their defense out to try to rub it in or anything against the backups for South Carolina.
I like the decision to take the forced offsides, I suppose. But they certainly deserve it. What a performance by this Clemson defense tonight.
And they stopped South Carolina early here tonight, and now the Gatorade bath awaits. Jay Guillermo. And Dabo does a pretty good job. He saw it coming from Watkins. Showed he still has the quicks from his days playing at Alabama. They run tally here. He stood up. And unless South Carolina calls a timeout, that's going to end the game.
They've doused Dabo in Gatorade so many times. I'm surprised they didn't have a backup plan if he evaded the first one. Good for these seniors going out in their final opportunity in Death Valley, going out a winner against their bitter in-state arch rival.
And Dabo Swinney embracing his quarterback, Deshaun Watson. Even though Watson a true junior, this is his final home game. And it was a great one. Watson with 6 touchdown passes as Clemson rolls, hammering South Carolina 56-7. If the Tigers win next week in the ACC championship game against Virginia Tech, Clemson likely in the college football playoff for the 2nd straight year. Watson had as many touchdown passes as incompletions in a rivalry game. 2 years ago, he beat South Carolina on this field playing with a torn ACL. You would think it'd be hard to top that, but I think he did tonight. Coming up next on ESPN, it's SportsCenter. Deshaun Watson and the Clemson Tigers improved to 11-1. South Carolina is going bowling, but took it on the chin tonight against its rival here in Clemson. For Greg McElroy, Tom Luganville, I'm Dave Pasch. So long from Clemson.
Give them credit. They got a good team, all 3 phases, and we got whipped. So
it's a nod to the Clemson Tigers tonight, but we remember as well Clemson.
The final score tonight, is that indicative of the gap between the 2 programs now?
Not at all. Not at all.
You know, we're gonna get our get back. Next year we play with Williams-Brice. We definitely have this game circled.
You know, on our end, it's like, daddy beat the son, giving the son with us. So, we run the state, we 3-0, and the record, long-time record since, game 1, it speaks for itself.
It's really physical. It's football, so I feel like we got out physical tonight, and, that can never happen again, especially for SEC, so.
We got 365 days and try and get better, this offseason, get into the grind mode, and we'll remember this day for the rest of our lives.
Everybody just do your job. You understand that?
The quarterback's the savior of the world. We got Heisman at every position. That's not what it is. I don't have to be nice to him anymore. I have to be respectful. I'm never playing again. That's the last time we were playing them. We knew from day 1 that we were going to dominate, and that's exactly what we did.
We beat our butts on the field tonight, but that last couple minutes there was pretty disrespectful. So we got a year to think about that and let it sink in. But got a year.
Which one is that?
That was the one. The second one you scored. The second one you scored. He hit you about the 8-yard line. You drug him in there on your back.
Oh yeah. I felt him on my back. I just wanted to take him for a little ride.
Got to wait 365 days to get our get back, and every team in our way, we just got to go out there and beat them.
There wasn't a whole lot working on the offense, defense, either one. So you take your pick. You'll beat by a better team this year.
Touchdown, Clemson.
Oh yeah, they disrespected us, and like I said, we were waiting 365 days to get this team back. They did a lot of disrespectful things on the field. And like I said, everyone in our way is just a mission. We're on a mission. And like I said, we're definitely ready for. We're gonna definitely be ready for next year's price.
No, we'll sit on this for a while.
South Carolina's always the little brother. They always will be.
Well, what do you want me to do, bro?
Final score, Clemson 56, the Gamecocks 7.